Hey guys, Arius Comics here. So today I started doing a series called Batman the Black Casebook. And what the Black Casebook really is just a modern reprint of Batman and Detective comic titles from the 1950s and 1960s, the comic book golden age. What made these stories so important that they warranted a reprint is the fact that Grant Morrison uses them in his Batman run. So just before we begin, I'm gonna tell you guys that this is so funny because the language is so far removed from our modern language that it just makes it comedy. So we start with the Knight and the Squire, and they're just the versions of Batman and Robin from England. They're kind of imitating them, and we see the cover here with Catwoman, which doesn't appear in the story, but back then they used to do comic books in the way that each title had three unrelated stories and one cover. And we go to the quiet village of Wardenshire, where it's the rectory bell that's ringing and signaling the knight and the squire. And look what the squire says here. The lawbreakers must be abroad, governor. We'd better don our special costumes. And their special costume is literally a knight armor and a squire armor. And they have these motorcycles which are made to look like medieval horses. And they find this car with these thieves in, and they puncture the gas tank, and then they fight these thieves, and they deliver the criminals to the constables, which is police in England. That's what they're called. And then we move to Gotham, and we see Batman and Robin, which get the bat signal to go catch these thieves at Batman and Robin, and they do, and they tell them that this guy Thorne and his mob went to England that so that they could steal this Nazi treasure. So of course Batman and Robin follow them. We see the knight and the squire failing to catch these these mobsters, because they're not that prepared and that professional as Batman and Robin. And Batman and Robin come to England. They go to the Wardenshire Constabulary, which is a police station in English. And they fight these guys, but then the squire and the knight show up, and they're kind of so bad that because of them, they fail to catch him. So they figure out by the documents the thieves were looking at that they need to go to Stone Age. And Batman offers that they should try to train the squire and the knight. So the squire goes with Batman and the knight goes with Robin. Batman and the squire pursue these criminals at Stonehenge, and the squire is impulsive, kind of drags Batman down. He gets captured, and the thieves escape, trading the squire's life for their escape route, basically. Then Robin is called by Bat Radio to intercept these criminals. So these criminals kind of get these clothes and horses from these fox hunters, and join the fox hunt. So in a display of utter Englishness, the knight remarks, "A fox hunt on motorcycles. It's not quite cricket, but I'm with you." And then he kind of forgets the mission and says, "There's the fox, tally ho." And in case you might think that's not exactly what he's doing, Robin is of course confirming it for us. He's forgotten he isn't really fox hunting. So yeah, the thieves escape again, but they figure out they're gonna go to this museum. So they have the knight kind of be a exhibition. Robin is kind of hiding, but they use this electrical wire to immobilize the knight. Then Batman and Squire show up, and Batman and Robin figure out they have to use the ultraviolet light to highlight this map and show them where the Nazi gold is. And then Knight says to Squire, "I see now we must know science too, match Batman and Robin." And this is just bad, you know. It's funny. It's so bad. It's funny. So the gold is actually buried in the same castle that Knight and Squire live in, and this prompts Knight to say, "Egad, the spies buried their fortune in my own castle, and we never dreamed it." And then they get there, and Knight and Squire easily dispatch the criminals because they've been kind of trained by Batman and Robin. And then this criminal wants to disclose their identity, but then Batman and Robin dress up as the real life versions of Knight and Squire. So this is kind of the end of the story. Batman and Robin make new friends in England, and it's funny because here in the last panel they kind of look like they're holding hands, which is, you know, there's the whole subtext of old Batman and Robin comics that they're gay, and it just makes it more funny. But the next issue is gonna make it like, it's gonna take it up to 100. You're gonna see. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. Comment with your thoughts about this story, Golden Age comics in general, what you want me to do next, and please subscribe. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.